Now, while Israel and Hamas continue to trade charges over the explosion in the Gaza hospital, it's innocent civilians who've been bearing the brunt of this never-ending war, with the humanitarian catastrophe only worsening in the Gaza City. 500 lives have been lost, hundreds of thousands have been displaced. Here's another report of the situation currently unfolding in Gaza City.
The Palestinian ambassador to the United Nations lashed out at Israel in the UN Security Council on Wednesday, blaming it for killing hundreds of civilians in Gaza.
The Council's failure to shoulder its responsibilities after 10 days of Israeli massacres against the Palestinian people, and after the killing of hundreds of people gathered in a hospital to find shelter and care, will mark public opinions in our region and the world for a very long time and affect belief in the protections of the law for all people.
He also reiterated the Palestinians' claim that Israel is responsible for the airstrike on Gaza hospital.
The hospital massacre had such an impact on global public opinion that it had to change tactics and change its original story into a new one. So Israel will deny responsibility for the massacre in the Baptist Hospital Al-Ahli.
While US ambassador asserted that current assessment of attack shows Israel is not responsible.
Last night, President Biden directed his national security team to continue gathering information about what exactly happened. While we continue to collect information, our current assessment, based on analysis of overhead imagery, intercepts, and open source information, is that Israel is not responsible for the explosion at the hospital in Gaza yesterday.
The claims come amid Israel has presented proof to the world.
According to our intelligence, Hamas checked the reports, understood it was an Islamic Jihad rocket that had misfired, and decided to launch a global media campaign to hide what really happened. They went as far as inflating the numbers of casualties. They understood with absolute certainty that it was a rocket misfired by Islamic Jihad that damaged the hospital.
And nations like UK are still establishing evidence in Gaza explosion.
I know the whole House will have been shocked by the scenes at Al-Ahli Hospital. Any loss of innocent life is a dreadful tragedy, and everyone will be thinking both of those who have lost their lives and the families that they leave behind. We should not rush to judgment before we have all the facts on this awful situation. Every member will know that the words we say here have an impact beyond this House. This morning, I met with the National Security Advisor, but also the chair of the Joint Intelligence Committee. I could tell the honourable gentleman our intelligence services have been rapidly analysing the evidence to independently establish the facts. We are not in a position at this point to say more than that, but I can tell him we are working at pace, but also cooperating and collaborating with our allies on this issue as we look to get to the bottom of the situation, and we will also continue all our efforts to get humanitarian aid into the region.
Now, given the attack comes prior to Biden's Jordan visit, where peace initiative talks between both Gaza and Israel were supposedly to be held, the question arises, did Hamas deliberately stage this attack on Gaza hospital? Agency Report, Republic TV.